So I had Otter show up for me in the last couple days as a sign, and I pulled out all my books. I'm going to read what otter means as a spiritual animal meaning. And then stay tuned to the end of the video, and I'll chat a little bit about how that guidance came about in the last few days that otter showed up for me. So let's get started a little bit. We'll get into this. So, from the medicine cards, we've got Otter is card number 8, Woman Medicine. The medicine held by Otter is a set of lessons in female energy. This applies to both men and women. All of us have female sides. The otter's hide is very often used to make medicine bags for powerful women because it represents balanced female energy. Otter is very caring of its young and will play for hours performing all types of acrobatics. It lives on land but always has its home near water. The elements of earth and water are female elements. At home in both of these elements, Otter is the personification of femininity. Long, sleek, and graceful, Otter is the true coquette of the animal world. Otter is always on the move and very curious. Unlike other animals, Otter will not start a fight unless it is attacked first. This joyful little creature is adventurous and assumes that all other creatures are friendly until proven otherwise. And then if you have drawn this symbol, Otter may be telling you to become the playful child and simply allow things to unfold in your life. It may be time to stop your addiction to worrying. Otter also teaches the importance of not hanging on to material things that would bind you or become a burden. In looking at how you can learn from Otter's habits, you might look at the joyous and receptive side of your nature. Have you given yourself a gift recently? Have you received any messages in your meditations? Become Otter and move gently into the river of life. Flow with the waters of the universe. This is the way of balanced female receptive energy. Honor it. In doing so, you will discover the power of woman. And then in animal speak, Otter is joy, playfulness, and sharing. Otters awaken curiosity. They remind us that everything is interesting. If we look at it from the right angle, they are playful and seem to have fun at whatever they are doing. Otters always have their home close to water. During the summer, they are rarely on land, especially river otters. They usually have a large home territory around and in the water, and they usually mark their homes with a scent. Let's see what else. Otters are extremely agile and acrobatic in the water. They love to slide on their bellies and dive in and out of the water. When underwater, the nostrils and ears close. Remember that water is an ancient symbol for feminine and creative forces of life. An otter's activities and playfulness remind us all that we need the feminine qualities in some form for the greatest joy in our life. If otter has surfaced in your life, it may be time to find some playtime. Involve yourself in some creative activity. You do not have to be good at it, just have fun with it. Or are you being too playful? Are you not staying focused? Are you afraid to have fun? Are you getting too serious? Are you worrying? Do you need to awaken your inner child? Treat yourself to something special. Honor Otter, and it will teach you not only how to have fun, but it will reawaken a new sense of wonder at life and all things within it. And then in the Shaman's Guide to Power Animals, Otter is playfulness, happiness, and friendliness. Otter is clever. It uses tools and will often store a rock under its arm to have handy in case it needs to crack open a shell. It eats fish and marine invertebrates like clam, mussel, and sea urchin. It has intricate communication system which involves whistles, growls, screams, chirps, purrs, and laughter. It has 2 layers of fur that give it exceptional buoyancy and help keep it warm in the northern waters. What else do we have? Otter is a central figure in Celtic shamanism of the British Isles. There, an otter is called a drasty, and in the olden times, if caught, it would offer to grant a wish in exchange for being set free. Folklore said Otter was a god come to earth in disguise to test people's level of compassion. Those who were respectful to the land and water were rewarded with prosperity. As, as a power animal, Otter is walking joy and helps us to see what happiness is. The message of Otter is about wisdom of the inner self. Otter spends most of its time looking up at the sun, our primary energy source, which is representative of the intellect and the relationship of the self to the universe. Otter teaches us to not get tangled up in the seaweed of negativity and to stay on the surface above that which would take you down. The ripples on the water's surface are a mirror of the millions of choices and possibilities available to us in our lives. By placing its intentions into the waves of non-ordinary reality, Otter assures it will receive the gifts of change. It can help us to do the same when we work with its powers. Choice, change, and creation are glimmers of hope that can be seen in the mirror of still water. Stillness creates space for play. Otter swims with assurance, never doubting its innate potential. When it looks out over the vast sea or river, it sees no limitation. And then the energy center for Otter is solar plexus. The mineral is black jasper, and the element is water. So for me, how Otter showed up in the last few days was during a reading. I'm involved in a class where these tools that we are learning are things like creating a grounding cord and running earth energy up through our feet, connecting with our higher power running source energy. And this flushes out the energy system, gets things moving, and then from there you can start to use clairvoyant tools once you get energy running from source, up from the earth, connected to the earth with a grounding cord. So we're able to look at each other's energy fields while we're using our tools to see, okay, what's working, what's not, what needs a little bit of a tweak. And so for me, with the grounding cord, Otter kept showing up, and I think I was being so serious about creating my grounding cord and running my earth energy, just like very, very focused and very serious about it all. And Otter's reminding me, oh yeah, like it's okay. This can be playful and more fluid. You can bring in some flexibility around the whole process. And it was a really good reminder. So to read Otter as a spirit animal meaning, it totally fits. So if you want to learn some of these tools, I have the very basics that I'm talking about are on my Patreon under the free section. If you want tools for running your energy and getting your system just kind of going, just owning our own system. It changes and shifts so many things. It can be really quite profound. So stay tuned. I've got some more videos. I'm about to record one more about clowns as a symbolic meaning when you are dreaming about clowns or seeing clowns as a symbol. So stay tuned. There's more to come.